Okay, let's start by looking at the question. This specification pertains to an application for calculation of the entrance fee to an amusement park. Entrance fees are payable per person based on their, I think it's meant to say based on their age, and the rate needs to be in South African rands. So we must just remember to use R as the currency instead of the default dollar. So I'll just make a note here, R, not dollar. The full price is 400, and then they give you all the different amounts based on the people's ages. Right. So there are two families that they mention here, the Adams family and the Chuane family. They give the names of each family members and the ages. So I just noted that down over here as a note for myself to keep track of what the ages are. And then all family members are going to the amusement park, and how much does it cost for each family. So we'll be calculating one full price for the Adams family, and then do that again for the Chuane family. So we'll do two different sets of calculations. All right, so the next part says create an application form in Visual Basic Net as follows. It should have inputs, so we know we need to look at putting inputs into the form for each person's age, category, and entrance fee. So it's a bit silly because in real life, I guess, if you clicked on the age or you enter the age, the program should automatically calculate your category and your entrance fee. But I think for this question, they just wanted to see if we can use the right controls for the right situation. So, for example, okay, let's draw like a rough draft of what our application will look like. So we know we're going to need a label for age, and then we'll need a text box in which we will enter the age, so a number. Let's just say 72, enter that. Then they say another input, we need another input for category. So if you look at the table, there's like a bunch of different options from which you can choose. So you can either go with a list box as an input, or you can do checkboxes, or you can do radio buttons. I think checkboxes is a bit problematic because you can check more than one option, and ideally, like in this specific case, when you enter an age, there's only one amount associated with an age, but checkboxes allows you to check more than one. So checkboxes is not going to work. So I went with radio buttons because you can only choose one radio button, so that makes sense. So you only have one amount associated with the age. Right. Then they are saying we need to have an input for the entrance fee. So let me just move this up. Sorry. And then we can say here category. All right. So we have age, we have category, and now we need an input for the entrance fee. Entrance fee. And that will also be just a text box. We will input a number. Then they're saying also, okay, so it should have inputs for each of the person's age, category, entrance fee, a button. So we know we'll need a button. Button of some sort for calculating the total cost per family. Let me just make a note here. It's going to be the total cost. Inputs of 0 values or negative values must not be allowed. Use exception handling for inputs of 0 negative values. All right, so we're going to do some validation. Just going to make a note on the side. So this is just how I do my questions. I'll read through the whole question and make notes and draw diagrams, and so when I start coding, I'll keep referring back to all of these things to remember what I have to include or exclude, or what I have to remember. So no 0 values, or it's rather saying 0, and not negative.